Hawks lose in a shootout to the Nashville Predators. Third period effort, again, terrible by the Chicago Blackhawks. As we know in the season, the third period is historically bad by the Chicago Blackhawks, especially if they have a lead. Well, they do it again. They lose to the Nashville Predators in a shootout. I hate losing to that team from Trashville. And I hate losing in a shootout. Arvid Soderblom looked great all game. But when it came to the shootout, he looked frozen in that. It was bad. The Hawks played a okay game, but couldn't find a way to hold on to a lead late in regulation. In fact, can't even do much when it comes to overtime. They lose it in a shootout 3-2. So let's look at the shots on goal. This shows it that Soderblom played a great game. He faced 41 shots on goal. The Hawks had 26. Shots per period, 9-5 in favor for the Blackhawks in the first. 7-16 in favor for Nashville in the second. 7-14 in favor for Nashville in the third. Overtime, 3-6 in favor for Nashville, totaling 26-41 in favor for Nashville. There's issues again. Face-off percentages back down to what we expect this season. Terrible, 37% at the dot. Hawks went 0 for 1 on the abbreviated power play because they had a minute power play. Nashville went 1 for 4. Hawks cannot draw penalties, it seems like, in recent games. In fact, that's happened all season long, but it continues to be a factor in games for the Blackhawks in this one. Hits 33-35 for Nashville. Block shots 17-13 for the Blackhawks. There's issues. Hawks were just on their heels in the third period of play all game, and it costs them when it comes in the final minutes of play. Then they go into the shootout, and they can't do much. Only one of our shooters were able to put it in, but it doesn't matter because Soderblom cannot save a puck in the shootout. He played great today, as I mentioned, but when it came to the shootout, he looked frozen. So let's get into the game, shall we? In the first period of play, the Hawks looked lost as they gave up an early power play to the Nashville Predators. The Hawks could not move the puck well, and, well, Mikheyev throws the puck over the glass in a power play for Nashville. And, well, at 8:07 in the first period, Steven Stamkos, with his 15th of the season on the power play, assisted by Yoshi and Marchessault to make it a 1-0 game for Nashville. A little bit later on, Hawks thought they tied it up. In fact, they should have counted it as a goal. Foligno gets pushed into the net. He comes out, gets shoved into Saros. It gets Saros' stick out of his hand. And then Foligno gets the loose puck and buries it. And then the refs waved it off for no goal for goalie interference. And, well, the Hawks challenge it. It should have come back. It counted, but it doesn't. It remains 1-0 Nashville. Hawks are now getting basically screwed over by the ref right there. Okay, so we go into the second period of play. Hawks look a little bit better out of the gate with a little bit more urgency. The Bedard, Nazer, and Bertuzzi line were moving. They, in fact, generated the majority of the Blackhawks shots in this one. at 6:30 in the second period. Scored by number 98, Connor Bedard. His 13th of the season. Assisted by number 59, Tyler Bertuzzi, to get the Hawks on the board to tie the game up one apiece. And, well, a beautiful seeing eye pass by Bertuzzi over to Bedard in the slot, beating Saros' low glove side. And in, Hawks are on the board, and now momentum Chicago, because 90 seconds right after the Bedard goal, the Hawks whip some momentum at 7:57 in the second period. Scored by number 25, Alec Martinez. His second of the season. Assisted by number 4, Steph Jones. And number 59, Tyler Bertuzzi, to give the Hawks a 1-goal lead. Should be a 2-goal lead, but it doesn't matter. We get a 1-goal lead. It's 2-1 Blackhawks. Martinez with a missile that goes off the boards, banks in off of Saros, and in. Hawks lead it. And, well, this looks good for the Blackhawks. But we still have another period remaining. Going into the third period of play, as I mentioned, it's historically bad for the Blackhawks. And, well, it remains that way because the Blackhawks go into the third period on their heels the entire period of play. Soderblom making strong save after strong save, but a costly turnover in the offensive zone, and Jones, with a bad line change, leads to a breakout for Philip Forsberg at 16:57 in the third period for his 13th of the season, assisted by Blankenberg, who sent the puck on a deep pass to Forsberg, cherry picking, and the Hawks didn't catch it. In fact, they were going on for a defensive deep pair change, and it broke the Hawks. And, well, Forsberg slap shots one in to tie the game, and now we have to go to overtime. And in overtime, the Hawks just could not control the puck at all. And, well, it was more so Nashville and the Hawks defensive zone shooting the puck on Soderblom, making strong save after strong save. And we don't see a goal from the overtime. Going into a shootout, first shooter for Nashville, Gustav Nyquist, goes up slowly and freezes Soderblom, beating Soderblom. First shooter for the Blackhawks, it's Teravainen, going up with a little bit of speed and just beats Saros to tie it up. The next shooter for Nashville, O'Reilly, going in wide, slows up, beating Soderblom, blocker side. It's 2-1 Nashville in the shootout. Next shooter for the Hawks, Connor Bedard, going in wide, trying to slow up and go 5-hole on Saros and can't beat him. It's now Nashville with a chance to win from Steven Stamkos, who follows up, freezing Soderblom to make it a 3-2 final for the game. Hawks couldn't get to the third shooter, and, well, the Hawks lose this one to Nashville. 3-2 final in a shootout. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on the effort in the third period and how the Hawks fell apart again when it comes to third period hockey. And most of all, thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And, well, the effort was a little bit better, but they can't prevail in a shootout.